Remember, he's also hit more winners, though, than Noah.
Lendl, the top-ranked player in the world, and a man who just went over 10 million in earnings, coming up against Gomez after this match, which you don't want to see end because these two guys have played so very well.
Let's take a look at this here. Watch the setup here by terrific return of serve, great athletic ability. Now he does a great job of getting to the next one, but a third, no, he stops thinking that Edberg may go down the backhand side again. When you're in a position like that, you really got to make a choice one way or the other, because you can't cover both.
Both players now realising the importance of the situation, that they must attack second serves. There's no defence on second serves now. It's go for broke.
Yannick Noah looking for his first win ever against Edberg. Lost to him twice in '85 and 2 more times this year. He gets it on the second time around. Edberg puts it away. I think he had an idea in mind that he might try to go back between the legs again, Fred.
Didn't have to, though, did he? Take a look at this now. It's just amazing how quick he is to be able to do that. And anybody who plays tennis knows that, because the minute that you are not able to get to the first time the ball is over your head, most players just say, hey, too good.
He had a bit of hang time in the air there, too.
All, second serve. That's long. And it's a break opportunity now for Stefan Edberg in the 7th game.
And Noah complaining about the fact that he has not got too many first serves in this game.
At this point, I said it before, only the best tennis is going to win it for you, because both players are playing well.
That went to left field. And they're a deuce.
Extra kick or bounce that he wasn't expecting. Serve into the forehand side. He's less consistent of the two, and that's why Noah went in there, presumably. But he's relieved.
The seams of the court there, Cliff, also this being a singles court, they've had to change the way the court is put down, and there's seams about a foot either side of that center service line, and that second serve, I think, may have hit the seam there and jumped, took an irregular bounce for Edberg.
And the advantage to Yannick Noah. All
right, if he wins this point 4-3 in the 3rd set, remember remember that Lendl is in the same section as these two players. Edberg has won a match in this round-robin competition. It's critical for both of them.
Well, Edberg got away with one there. And it's back to deuce.
Make a prediction now that does not make me into a genius if it works out. The winner of this match will be in the semi-finals. Edberg, obviously, because he's already won one match. He beat Gomez last night. 2 should do it for him. If Noah wins here, I feel sure he will also beat Gomez. That'll give him 2, and he'll be in. There are other things mathematically that could happen, of course.
To Yannick Noah as Edberg maybe questioning the call, maybe a bit disgusted with himself.
Johnny Sample, you see behind Noah for just a moment.
Former New York Jets defensive back. Return and a very strong serve there by Stefan Edberg. It's back to deuce.
Trying to go into the body. If you're going to go into the body with the big serve, it's a good idea to go into the right-hander's right hip, because it's very difficult for you to get out of the way of the ball and then hit a forehand. But he went into Edberg's backhand, and Edberg was waiting for him.
Yannick, that's the second time in this game that he's had a question. Now he's showing his displeasure.
What are they saying, Fred?
Yannick is saying, well, what is going on here? And
but the second ball, I mean, the ball is right in the corner.
It's a fact that Cyclops is not working, so it's the human eye, so the players basically can feel when they serve this level of play whether the ball may be good. And it's too close for Richard Ings to overrule. So it's second serve.
If you could read an expression, that's what Ings was saying. Too close for me to overrule.
It looked like Noah slipped there, Fred.
Talking about overrule, fellas, I don't know whether either one of you can remember an overrule yet. Last night, 3 matches, and tonight into this match, I don't.
No. And the advantage, Edberg break point to go ahead 4 games to 3 in this third set. Back to deuce.
Well, we can certainly see the importance of this game. And you mentioned it's the 7th game of the 3rd and final set, but also it's the longest game in the match thus far.
Cross-court attempt. Edberg just out.
And the advantage to Noah. Well, he hit one, Cliff, to the other side. That was very close. A few points back. Edberg, that is. To survive the 7th game of the 3rd set, and he leads 4 games to 3.
My dad has 2. My brother has 1.
In New York, Roger Twibell, Cliff Drysdale, Fred Stolle, along with you. The first match of the evening is the longest match of the Nabisco Masters so far. Already 2 hours, and Noah leading 4-3 as he fought off a break point in that last game. Edberg the serve. And now he's going to hold up because folks are still filing into their seats. They make courts big enough, Fred, for Yannick Noah as fast as he is.
No, he moves around quite a bit, doesn't he?
Oh, nicely placed by Edberg. 30 love. 30 love.
That's what happens when you get a slice backhand. You have time to move in and execute that volley.
Things up.
You see him do that a lot.
4 games apiece.
He's in control of a match like that. He sort of doesn't do what he would normally do if he was down. Play aggressively. He'll stay back and rally like so many of his friends from Sweden do. Take a look at this. He's in no hurry to come to the net. Stays back. Whacks one down the line. 15 winner. A big game, that last one for Edberg. He won it easily, and you feel so much better about trying to break serve after a game like that than you do if you had to struggle hard. And now he gets a present from Noah first point.
4th double fault for Yannick Noah. First of this set, and Cliff, Noah without an ace in this 3rd set. He had 4 in the 2nd set. He might have been a little frustrated there. He really went for it on the first serve. Came back deep again on the 2nd. Nicely placed by Stefan Edberg.
As often as he has gone cross-court with the backhand, this time he says, let me change things up. Of course, this was a relatively easy backhand. He has Noah at his mercy, and you saw Noah take the little step to his left because Edberg has gone cross-court so much off that side.
What's he saying down there, Fred? Can you...
No, he's won first serve, and that's all. And I'm with you, Roger. I think the serve has gone off a little bit. He's forcing it along too much at the moment. Good second serve, though.
30 all. wide. And it's a break point for Stefan Edberg in the 9th game of the 3rd set.
Need I say that if he wins this point, he'll serve for the match? Boy, that was a volley. You can just see Noah thinking about, look, I got to get this one in. If I hit it wide, he has break point.
And he's just not getting that first serve.
Last time these two played was in Ball. Edberg, of course, won, but the score 7-6, 6-2, 6-7, 7-6. It was very, very close.
And that in the final there.
Right.
First ace of the 3rd set for Yannick Noah, and the 8th overall, 113 miles per hour on that serve. Advantage Noah. Well, he has had the 3rd time tonight back-to-back aces, and what a crucial time for Yannick Noah as he leads 5 games to 4 in the 3rd set. Masters from Madison Square Garden on Friday, 6 Eastern time, and then Saturday at 1 Eastern time, Sunday 7 Eastern time, and Monday the final at 8 Eastern time. 5 o'clock Pacific time, a best-of-5 final. And, of course, Ivan Lendl up next against Andres Gomez. Noah won the first set 6-4, Edberg the second 6-3. Noah with the back-to-back aces leads 5-4 this 3rd set. Cliffy's had a number of winners off return of Edberg's serve tonight.
He'd love another one here. If he can break serve, of course, it's all over.
6 in all this evening. 15 all.
And in view of how well Edberg serves, that's a very good number. Hit 3 in 1 game.
Edberg got him to the backhand. That's it. It's 30-15. And Edberg has evened things up at 5 games apiece in this 3rd set. The 4 previous times these players have met, 3 of those matches were finals. The other time a quarterfinal match in Dallas at WCT. Does it appear that Yannick has got his first serve back on track?
Well, he certainly had been struggling in this 3rd set, as you mentioned, without the aces, but I think coming up with 2 aces that last service game's giving him that little bit of added confidence. Gets the first serve in and the first point here.
That last one, 114 miles per hour. And see, then he took a little off that one, didn't he, Cliff?
A little, but you know, anything that he can hit over 100 to 105 miles an hour is a very hard serve, so make no mistake, he uses it. But the thing about him, that in fact all great servers, is that they mix it up.
30 left.
Because if you serve the same kinds of serves, no matter how hard they are, to a guy like Edberg, he's finally going to get on top of them.
That last 113 miles per hour, so he's consistently in that 110 to 115 range. Had one earlier tonight, 128 miles per hour. 40 love. And the ace is 10th of the match, 3rd of this game, and he leads 6 games to 5. Welcome you back to Madison Square Garden in New York. I'm Roger Twibell, along with Cliff Drysdale and Fred Stahl. And we've had a wonderful match here. Our first match of this Thursday evening. Yannick Noah and Stefan Edberg. And once again, the crowd still getting settled. Noah leading 6 games to 5 in this third set, looking for his first ever victory against Stefan Edberg.
It's a nice position to be in. You serve first in the final set. And now Edberg has to win his serve to get into a tiebreaker. So the worst that can happen to Noah is a tiebreaker for the match.
And that was a rather late call. A few whistles from the crowd. Love. Still a few whistles, and Edberg backs off momentarily. Finally, the chair asks for quiet.
Oh.
Serve is wide, and the whistles continue. Yes, 30 all.
Good court coverage here. You know, Edberg did well to get to that. Now he hustles back to try to cover the forehand from Noah, but there was no way. And the reaction from Noah after that forehand tells you something. He'd like to win this right here. Yeah. Clenched fists, both of them.
Remember, Edberg has already won a match. Edberg beat Gomez last night. This is the first match of this Nabisco Masters for Yannick Noah.
He'll get it.
Came to the near side. Just wide. 40-30.
Oh boy, don't tell me matches in tennis are not won or lost by a hair's breadth. That right there from Noah, he got to it in time, made a good swing at it, and it just, but only just missed the line. It would have been match point for Noah had that ball been just a fraction of an inch to the left.
He ripped that backhand cross court, and it's deuce.
I can only suppose that Edberg must have thought he was going down the line, because he made a very late move at it, didn't even make a stab at the ball. Football called. It was in the net, of course. for one.
Great return. And Yannick Noah in a position now to win this match. It would be his first victory ever against Stefan Edberg. This is the 5th meeting between these two. Match point. Yannick's wife.
Second serve, you've got to wonder what Noah is thinking. Must he just try to get it back and have Edberg play it, or is he going to go for the big shot? Goes to the sideline to change rackets. Not happy probably with the tension. I don't know that he broke a string. Did he, Fred? Could you tell?
No, he actually broke the racket, Cliff. He went diving for that ball and cracked the racket on the carpet, onto the court, and broke the racket. So tough time to pick up a new stick.
Sure is. Deuce. Strong serve by Edberg.
And let me make the point again, Roger, how close he gets to the net on that volley. See the angle that he can generate. When you're that close, you can pretty much take your pick, and it'll work for you. Edberg's done that awfully well this match. Boy.
Looking to even it up 6 games apiece. Went right back into his body. And Edberg stays off a match point. And we go to a final set tiebreaker now.
I'd like to have seen both of these guys use the backhand down the line, 100 points apiece. To talk about just how close a match can be. Both of them have hit that backhand cross court. Edberg, in the last point there on his serve, to his delight, waited for the backhand cross court, and it came to him.
Edberg 18 and 12 in tiebreakers this year, and that caught the line.
1-0 Edberg.
European countries, the third set would not use the tiebreaker. In the USA, of course, we have done ever since the tiebreaker was introduced. I'll surprise you by telling you I prefer the European system. I'd like to see it played out.
And Edberg showing his disdain for the call by slamming the ball back. Giving Edberg a problem. Doesn't seem like he's been hitting them as well as he wants.
Roger, half volley gives anybody problems. Take a look at this. Now, that ball is not hit softly by any means. Now, anybody is going to have trouble with that. He didn't hit that as well as he wanted to. Just popped it up, and it was an easy get for Yannick Noah. They have 1 mini break apiece now. 2 points to 1 for Edberg. Noah's served 2, and they'll both serve 2 through until first player gets 7 if they lead by 2, of course.
Noah 15 and 12 in tiebreakers. Two apiece here.
That's just good thinking, because the last time Noah served to that exact same spot, he hit it down the line, on the line. This time, he must have been thinking about it, said, look, I got to change things up. Noah's going to be looking for it, so what does he do? Watch it. Got to look at Noah. Not expecting it, and by the time he reacted, it was too late.
Great angle on that forehand. Bounced way inside that service line on the return.
And Edberg now leads 4-2 in the tiebreaker. And will continue.
Thinking man's tennis on those two returns off the forehand side from Edberg, both of which he hit for clean winners, have made the difference. That's the 2 points that he's up now, because they were both on Noah's serve. He's lost 1 point on his own serve. He's only 1 mini break point up. He'll serve 1 more, and if he wins at 5-2, still only 1 serve break point up, but it is a tough assignment for Noah to come back from a 5-2 situation down.
Serving strong right now is Stefan Edberg. 109 miles per hour.
That's a big serve. Now, when you boil it all down, my friends, if Noah doesn't win both these serves on his own delivery, I think they'll be in the locker room very shortly.
They have played 7 tiebreakers in their 4 previous matches. That's how close these guys have been.
Edberg seems to know that serve's coming to the forehand.
Is he going to chance another one into this side? The other 2 times in the tiebreaker, Edberg has hit them both for winners. Your guess is as good as mine.
5-3 Edberg. Tape.
I think, to be fair to Noah, he had it covered. He certainly wouldn't have been able to hit it for a winner, but he was there anyway.
This has been a tremendous match. We've seen a little bit of everything.
2 in a row for Edberg on serve will do it.
He's been strong all evening with his second serve. He's very consistent with that second serve.
Yes, he is, but you know, you have to feel for Yannick. He did, I think, the right thing by going for it, but it's a gutsy play at that point, because if you miss it, you know that you're facing match point, and indeed that's where he is now.
Second serve. 6-4.
It was 100 and then some on that serve, I bet.
And Stefan Edberg wins his second match of this 1986 Nabisco Masters. 4-6, 6-3, 7-6. In a hard-fought battle against Yannick Noah, and continues his streak with 5 consecutive victories against Noah. We'll be right back.